Hello students, today's topic for assignment number 4 is capital accounts of partners. I hope you remember that we discussed in assignment number 2 the meaning of partners capital, and there you were told that partners capital is an equity account. The partners capital account contains the contribution by the partners, means whatever capital the partners have brought in the starting of the partnership firm, that amount of capital is shown in the partners capital account. Besides that, whatever distribution of profit is there in the profit and loss appropriation account is also shown in the profit and loss appropriation account, and whatever contribution the partners are making to the firm, that is also shown in the partners capital account. So basically, partners capital account contains the details of transactions, whatever transactions are there between the firm and the partners. So today we are going to discuss the format. In partnership, each partner has a separate capital account. Suppose there are two partners A and B. Okay, then they both will have a capital account. So here is the format. A's capital account. There will be two sides, debit side and the credit side. Date particulars amount on the debit side, date particulars amount column on the credit side. Same will be for the other partner, that is B. B's capital account. On the debit side, date particulars and amount column, and again on the credit side, date particulars and amount column. So here I have shown you separate capital accounts of different partners. But in case we combine the capital accounts of these two partners, then it will be shown like this. Here we are showing both the partners together in one capital account. So the format will be the same, except you will have two columns of amount, one for A and one for B. On the debit side, date, particular column, then again A's column and B's column, then date, particular, A's column and B's column. You have to write the rupee sign because every figure is measurable in terms of money in accountancy. Another thing that you have to keep in mind, whatever balance the partners have brought as capital in the partnership firm, that is shown on the credit side of the partners capital account by the name by balance brought down, and there you mention the amount. So suppose if you are making independent accounts of different partners, so if this is A's capital account, you will write only A's capital. This is B's capital account, so you will write only the balance of B's capital. But suppose we are making it in this way together, then you will write down by balance brought down in A's column A's capital and in B's column B's capital. Alright. The next thing is, there are two methods of maintaining accounts of partners. First method is known as fixed capital method, and second method is known as fluctuating capital accounts. So first of all, we will discuss about the fixed capital accounts. In this method, two accounts are maintained. So first and foremost thing about fixed capital method is, in this two accounts are maintained. One is the capital account and the other is the current account. In capital account, only the amount of capital brought by the partners, whatever capital the partners have brought in the starting of the partnership business, only that is shown in the first capital account. Or besides that, if there is any additional capital in between, partner has brought any additional capital, or if there is a permanent withdrawal from the capital by any of the partner, that is shown in this account. In this method, transactions related to profit and loss appropriation account, interest on capital, interest on drawings, salary, share of profit, these are shown in a separate account which is known as current account. Alright, so we are using the capital account only for showing the partner's capital, and we are using the other account for distribution of profits among the partners, and we show that in the current account. Fixed capital account never shows negative balance. This I will tell you later in this video why it doesn't show negative balance. So here is the pro forma for which method? For fixed capital account method. So in this I told you make two accounts. First is partners capital accounts and next is partners current accounts. So look here at the pro forma. In the partners capital account, you will first of all show by balance brought down. This is the amount of capital brought by the partners in the beginning only. This you will mention here. A's amount, capital amount in A's column, B's capital amount in B's column. Besides that, if any partner has brought additional capital, suppose A brings additional capital in between, that will be shown here by the name by cash or by bank account. Or if any partner has withdrawn a particular amount from his capital, then it will be shown here to cash or to bank account. Besides these things, these three things, nothing else will be shown in the partner's capital account. This is the reason why it never shows a negative balance, because any other distribution you are not showing in this account. You are only showing the balance which has been brought down by the partners. Coming to the next account in this method, and that is partners current account. Whatever entries you made in the profit and loss appropriation account, those entries are shown in partners current account. Suppose you are distributing interest on capital to the partner. So in P&L appropriation account, you used to show it on the debit side, right? Because it was an expense for the firm. But for partner, it is an earning. So it will be shown on the credit side of the partner's current account by interest on capital. In the same way, partner is getting salary, it will be shown on the credit side by salary. If the partner is getting commission, by commission. If both are getting, write in the column of both the partners. If one is getting, write in the column of amount in the column of one partner, and in the other column, leave a dash. Then whatever profit you have transferred from the profit and loss appropriation account, that will also be transferred to the credit side of partners current account. Then coming to the debit side, if the partners have made any drawing during the year, that will be shown on the debit side in the respective columns. Interest on drawings will also be shown on the debit side. In profit and loss appropriation account, you used to show it on the credit side, right? So here you will debit the partner's capital account with the amount of interest. Then if in P&L account, profit and loss account, not in profit and loss appropriation account, because profit and loss appropriation account never shows a negative balance. So from profit and loss account, if you have been given any amount of loss, that will be shown in the debit side of the partner's capital account. And then you will finally have the balance to be carried down. Alright, so these are the two accounts which you have to make in case of fixed capital method. First is partners capital method, in which only the capital balances of the partners will be shown, and the other is the partners current account, in which all the distribution relating to profit and loss appropriation account will be shown. Next method is the fluctuating capital method. So the next method is fluctuating capital method. Fluctuating capital method, this is different from fixed capital method, and the main difference is that in fixed capital method you used to make two accounts. First, partners capital account for showing the capital brought by the partners in the beginning, or for showing any amount of additional capital or permanent withdrawal from capital, and current account, in which you showed the distribution of profits among the partners, or whatever the partners had they owe to the firm, that was also shown in this account. But in fluctuating capital account, we make only one account with the name partners capital accounts, and everything is shown in this single account. Means these two accounts, partners capital account and partners current account, they are combined together in one account by the name partners capital account in case of fluctuating capital method. So you can see here, you are showing here only by balance brought down. This is the capital brought by the partners. You are showing additional capital also here. Besides that, you are showing the items that are given here in this account only. By interest on capital, by salary, by commission, by profit and loss appropriation account, to cash, permanent withdrawal, to drawings, to interest on drawings, to profit and loss account loss. So you can easily see here that here you were making two separate accounts for showing these things. Here you are making just one account, and in it you have combined the items of both capital and current accounts. This is done in case of fluctuating capital method. One thing you have to remember, that if the question says that the capitals are fixed, then only you will make 2 accounts. But if the question is silent about it, then we have to consider that the question is of fluctuating capital method. That means we have to make only 1 account in which we will show all the transactions. Alright. Next topic for today is interest on drawings. I discussed with you the calculation of interest on capital. Similarly, we have to do the calculation for interest on drawings. Interest on drawings is calculated from the date of withdrawal. So, suppose the accounting year is starting from 1st April 2015 and it ends on 31st March 2016. So, if the drawings are made on 1st October 2015, so the period of drawings will be calculated from 1st October till 31st March. Okay, so from the date of withdrawal of amount. In the absence of date of withdrawal, that is, if the date of withdrawal is not given in the question, then the period is taken as 6 months. Alright. So here I have taken one example to explain this. A and B started their partnership business on 1st April 2016 with capitals. A's capital is 2 lakh and B's capital is 3 lakh. And during this year, partner A, he made drawings of rupees 50,000 on 1st of, what is the 8th month? 8th month is August, on 1st August 2016. Now you have to calculate the interest on A's drawings. Books are closed on 31st March 2017 and rate of interest on drawings is given at 15%. So in the first case, in this case, you are given the date of withdrawal. So you will calculate accordingly. Amount withdrawn 50,000 rupees. Rate of interest is 15 upon 100, 15%. That is given in the question. And time is from August till 31st March. August till 31st March when the books are closed. So these are how many months from August till March? These are 8 months. So you will take 8 upon 12. And this is how you will calculate the amount of drawings. But suppose question is the same, but this thing is not given to you. Suppose this date is not given. Then you will assume the period as 6 upon 12. 50,000 into rate of interest into 6 upon 12 and you will calculate accordingly. Students, go through these notes and write down these notes and plus examples in your registers, and in the next video we will be doing the questions related to these topics. Thank you.